Little holiday cup is going to be a fun cup for maybe the first day. My name's Fish from Pallet Town PvP, and in these breakdowns we take a look at the basics of the incoming custom meta for Go Battle League. Now this is just your basic look at the meta. We also do a complete breakdown of the meta. We live stream a chat. It's myself and GBL leaderboarder Lyle Jeffs, where we take a look at like all the information you could possibly want. Like we take into account shielding scenarios and energy leads and breakpoints and bulk points in some situations. If you want to take a look at that video, then I will throw a link to that in the description of this video, or you can click here. In the meantime, oh yes, and if you do want to join us for future live streams, head to the Pallet Town PvP channel, and in the upcoming streams section, any ones that we have planned out, you can click the notify me button for that, and you'll get notified when we go live and be able to join that conversation. In the meantime, here is your basics of the cup, and we think in this cup fast move pressure is going to be the key. There are a bunch of really high fast move pressure Pokemon such as Litwick here up the top, particularly the Shadow version, and the reason the Shadow version is so much higher than the regular version down at number 12 is because of that fast move pressure. It beats most of the meta in the 2 shield scenarios. Same with Aurorus. So I like Amora here is number 2, but I'm looking more at Aurorus down here at 16 with Rock Throw instead of Powder Snow. It does, I believe it was even better than Litwick in the 2 shield scenarios with that moveset. You've also got Vigoroth is a big one. Now Counter is a very fast move pressure move, but it the key with Vigoroth is that it's also got that balanced charge move pressure with the body slams and rock slides as well. So Vigoroth is going to be very, very popular, and I think the most popular Pokemon in the cup. You've also got Charm with Ninetales and Wigglytuff, and Cottony is also there. So that's all your fast move pressure Pokemon. Now let's take a look at some other options. You've got water types, which water is really only going to be viable here because it's one of the few things that can stand up to the barrage of embers from Litwick, right? And the only things that can stand up to Litwick in the 2 shields are some of these water type Pokemon, and dragons as well. So you've got Ducklet, which whenever it's eligible is popular, and it does beat both the Litwick and the Vigoroth. But because Ducklet is there, also you will find Lantern, and Lantern will be like, it's ranked down at number 90, but I think it's gonna see a lot more play than what the ranking suggests. Normally what we used to see was Chinchou being the number 1 Ducklet counter, but it's all the way down here at number 282. If you're gonna run a water electric type, then run Lantern. It's just better. You've also got other water types, but I don't see them as being as viable. Like your water ices here are all going to lose to your Vigoroth, and your water flyers are all outshined by the Ducklet. So I'd only run like a Mantine if you're running it ABB style with a Ducklet. So that's your water types, but you've also got your electric types, and I really like the electrics in this cup. They seem to have a lot of versatility. So Pachirisu will counter both the Litwick and the Vigoroth. It's pretty bulky. Also does, it slaughters the Ducklet. I believe it beats Lantern as well. Just the problem is that it's hard to obtain, right? So you've got to know someone who went to Canada recently. Then you got Pikachu Libre with the Flying Press, which will one-shot an Aurorus and a Vigoroth. And then that Thunder Punch, very spammy as well. Like it gets to each of those moves in 5, then 4, then 5. You've got the Pikachu 5th Anniversary and the Pikachu Flying type, which has the move Fly, which they are, Fly's a fantastic move and very versatile there. Even like Mareep, Charjabug, the Lantern I've mentioned, and even Stunfisk, which will do the job of an electric and also beat electrics, is, that's appealing. You do have some functionality, you do have some versatility, with the moves there, because it does also know Muddy Water, which can help you to beat, you'll still beat a Litwick with that moveset, and then it's just a little bit spammier. It's 35 energy versus the 40 of the Mud Bomb and the 45 of the Discharge. Then you've got your fire types. We've already talked about Litwick a lot, but there's plenty of other fires as well. There's Litleo with Incinerate, Flame Charge, and Crunch. But I actually prefer, if you're going to use an Incinerate user, Skeledirge with Disarming Voice, and I actually prefer Crunch here for this meta. Marowak, Alolan Marowak as well with the buffed Fire Spin is going to be really interesting. I like where that one is going. And then just some cheeky other picks like, let's see, we've got Eevee is a fantastic safe swap. It has play even against like Vigoroth in this meta. Like, it generally loses, but it has plenty of play with that quick attack, legacy, body slam, and dig. So remember, you do have to use an elite TM if you're going to do that. You've got the other one I'll probably mention is you've got Obstagoon and Mandibuzz a little further down. Mandibuzz can beat both Vigoroth and Litwick. Obstagoon will beat the Litwick and Aurorus very comfortably. So that is the little Holiday Cup meta. If you have any suggestions, thoughts on what you plan to run, pop them in the comments and help that conversation along. And may the leads be in your favor.